Hey everyone, it's Michelle Fawcett, the Dreaming Dilettante, and I'm coming out to you with a special video. The inspiration of this video is actually a workshop that I'm going to be doing over at the Life Collective, and I'm also going to be sharing information on it on my blog. But if you're interested in actually participating in the workshop, I'm going to put a link in the description below, and you can check out the Life Collective and take part in the workshop. It's for members only. But part of the video is, or part of the workshop is, I'm going to be sharing a little quick video on how to make vision boards, and I thought the easiest way to share it would be to upload it here to my YouTube channel, and then you guys can all benefit from it. So I've shared on here, and I'm not going to pull it out again, but my vision board, and I'll put a link to the video that I did in the beginning of the year on how I made my moving vision board, where I can reposition it throughout the house so I can kind of keep it fresh and in my mind. And that was based on a tutorial that I got off of Jenny Belly's site. So if you want to check her out, her YouTube channel, you can see how she shows you how to make that out of a cereal box, a vision board. I'm playing around with some other ideas, and so I wanted to share with you guys, if you're taking part in the workshop, some ideas and some inspiration on creating a vision board. So, a couple of things. So you can see this. This is actually my art journal. When I was going through my Creatively Fit coaching program, I purchased this for all of my art journaling and work that I was doing as a Creatively Fit coach and all the different projects that we work through. It's an amazing, amazing program. If you have any questions about that, there are details on my blog, and so you can check that out as well. But this is what I wanted to share. This was a paper tree exercise that we did, and I think I just chose to do it as a tree, but you can do it however you want. But it's a torn paper collage, and I've been thinking so much about this, and I was thinking how perfect this would be as a vision board, because it's really just taking images from magazines, just like you would on a regular vision board, and tearing them apart and gluing them onto paper. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit, and I'm going to kind of do this video backwards, because I think it's the best way to share it, because I imagine a lot of people do know what a vision board is, so I don't want to start the video with that. I'm going to start with inspiration and ideas for you guys, and then if you're not really familiar with the concept of vision board, or you'd like a little bit more, at least of my take on a vision board, I'm going to do that at the end of the video. So this way, if you know what a vision board is, you can just stop the video at that point. So this is just an idea I had for me, I put on here good food, daily rejuvenation, love, gracefully saying no, family time, growing family, right, be seen, inspire. So these were all things I was trying to draw into my life at that particular time. Now, what we're harnessing as part of the workshop that I'm doing is the power of the new moon. So the new moon is a great time to manifest major change in your life, big things, new things. If you want to draw in an energy and a feeling, an attribute to your life, now is the time to do it. And I'm going to talk more in the workshop. I'm going to be doing a little video where you'll see my face, and I'm going to be talking a little bit more about the new moon and what that all means. But for now, I just wanted to share with you guys some inspiration. And think of the new moon when you're doing your vision boards. The new moon is really a good time to be drawing in attributes. Now, if you're not really into the whole moon phases thing, and that's not something you're working on, the way you can use a vision board is just as something that's a focal point. Now, the number one rule to a vision board is that it has to be inspiring to you. It has to be, I don't want to say rule because I hate the word rules, but if you really want it to work, you need to be able to connect to it. And it needs to remind you of the energies that you're trying to harness, the feelings you want to harness. And don't let the word board kind of limit you, which is why I wanted to show you some different ideas. So this, like I said, this is a torn paper collage that I did, just glued stuff down. This is, I'm going to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. So this is like grocery bag I tore up to make the trunk. I put a little Post-it note on here because this was just something I was reminding myself, and I had it in my planner for a while. Then I tore out this blue here, if you can see. that's on the background, that was all, I think it was an envelope that I had. This is all stuff from my scrap bin. So the number one rule is please don't think you have to go out and buy materials, and that's what I'm going to show you as we go through this video, is that you do not have to go out and you do not have to buy materials. This is not let's go and spend money on craft supplies. That's not what this is all about. This is really just about connecting with you and this essence, this life, this being, this thing, whatever it is that you're trying to harness and create, that's what you're trying to connect with. So I used these are from, I think these are from a catalog, these pieces of paper here, and I just stuck them all down however I felt like randomly. Like this has a key in it, which I thought was really cool. I don't know if you can see it. There's a key. I liked the colors, so I kind of had like a blue-green feel going to it, and then I hand wrote on things. But it's just something that I did whatever felt right in the moment. You know, I had some music playing, and I just kind of sat down, and I just went crazy with it. So this is a journal. So the journal, it's an art journal, so it has a bit of a heavier, let me go to a blank page so you can kind of, it's a bit of a heavier cardstock, or, you know, paper to work with. But it's definitely something that, you know, a lot of people, if you're into crafts or an art journal, you should have paper like this. So if you have a working journal that you're working in, use that. Like, don't feel like you have to go out and buy something. Start with that, use that, and make that part of it. Go through your recycling. Today's mail. Where's your junk mail? Go through that. Tear up pieces. I love one of my favorite things is to tear up paper and glue it down on a bigger sheet of paper. I find it very, like, therapeutic, and I enjoy it. So have fun with it. You know, slap down some paper, get out your markers, get out crayons, grab your kids' supplies, grab, you know, I mean, you can get a box of crayons at the dollar store if you don't have one, but whatever tools you have, Sharpies, a pen, you know, just glue stuff down and like, you know, utilize it for that. You can also check out your recycling centers if you don't have, I don't subscribe to magazines, so I don't have a lot of magazines, but you can go to your recycling centers a lot of times and you can grab some magazines from there. If there's any kind of free cycle groups, I know people join those, and you can request for magazines, and I guarantee people are more than happy. Ask around. People who subscribe to magazines usually have an overabundance, and they'll be more than happy to share it with somebody who's going to use them. So this is just one idea. Do it in your art journal. Another thing I'm going to share with you, and this is one I'm starting, and it's actually, I don't have my daughter's. My daughter started one too. This is along the lines of what Jenny Belly talked about, which I am using a cereal box that I have collapsed down, and I cut off the edges, and I'll show you what I mean. So this is one I just flattened out. Oh yeah, this is the one my daughter started. She was watching me make it. And then I just cut off the top parts that were uneven and the sides. But I mean, you could do so much with this board. So you see how it has its natural folds. So you could actually turn this vision board here. Like I'm looking at this, and this could be like, it opens up. You could have something here as an inspiration. You could have something in here as an inspiration. You know, if you have different areas that you want to focus on, and then you could have the back. So you can do a couple of things with this. You could just take some, I don't have any here to show you. You could just take some regular like acrylic paints, drop them down, maybe some matte medium, and you know, spread it all over this to give it a nice flat finish. So you could do that. Yeah, my daughter, this is the one she was working on. You can see, and she went heavy with the glue. She had a lot of fun with this. So you can do some matte medium. You could just use this side, which is already prepped and ready to go. What I started doing is, again, I was taking, I'll show you. I had a delivery, and it came with this craft, like paper, you know, the inside. So what I've been doing is I was just tearing off pieces, and for me, it's just, I love the ripping in them. And then I popped down some Mod Podge, I always say it wrong, Mod Podge, and I would glue it down on here, slap some over top, and then you can see, it gives you a pretty, you know, it's a pretty nice, I should probably put a little more there, but it gives it a nice sturdy, see, it's not really, like, if you look how it can bend here and crease, it gives you a little bit more of a sturdy base. But my main reason for doing was to cover up, obviously, a part that's a cereal box. So from here you could paint, you could put, again, glue down pictures if you wanted to do something like that. If you have like little inspiration cards that you want to put on here, you could do that. Hang beads from it, lots and lots of ideas. So this is something, again, this doesn't cost you anything, and you can just go and make yourself a board. The other things that I use is I get, if you get packs of paper, if you're a scrapbooker or a paper crafter, this is a board that came with my 12 by 12 paper. It's just a piece of chipboard, but it's what they put paper on to kind of keep it nice and from bending and creasing and all that kind of stuff in the store. So this is the backing, and I keep these. I have a couple of different ones that I'll show you. So I have some of these. These are like the back of journal books and stuff like that. You can buy chipboard, of course, but cardboard's pretty easy to come by. So I have a couple of different things that I just save up. And these are perfect size if you wanted to do maybe a couple of different vision boards. So I'm looking at like this one. And this is great because, like, say you wanted to have one that you wanted to keep at your desk at work for things that you're trying to manifest at your job. And then maybe you want to have one for home for things you're trying to manifest then. This is also a really good size if you're a filofaxer or somebody who has a planner that they like to use. Maybe you want to make one and stick it in your planner. I always used to have one in my planner when I worked. So that's just a couple of ideas for you on your vision board and how you can kind of play around and decorate. So I wanted to just do a quick video on that to give you guys a little inspiration to get you started. Now, the next thing I want to talk about a little bit is, and I'm going to pull out my vision board for this to show you. Okay, so this is the vision board that I made for 2014, and as I said, this was off of a tutorial, and I just used the back of a cereal box, and I think I just stuck it down with like whatever I had, if you can see, and I used the Mod Podge and just wrapped it around the edges, so it was just magazines and things like that. So it has a little bit, I don't know if you can see here, a little bit of a curve to it, but I don't mind. Like I said, for me, this was something that I wanted to repurpose materials for. I wanted to have fun with it, and I really like the bright colors. So I had just picked up these acrylic paints, and they were something that I really wanted to play with. So that's why they were used. So as I said, I used 3 words, and it was art, family, and home. I picked those. A lot of people pick words for the year, and I picked 3. So this kind of was the essence of everything that I wanted to focus in on for 2014. And so I kind of just picked pictures that I really liked the look of. I really was thinking about my studio, my art studio that I'm manifesting now. So that was really what a lot of this came about. So I put pictures of things that I liked, and for me, the whole idea of the garden as well was something, the gardening, the feel of the home, that was all something that I was really working on. I use this picture that says this is our happily ever after to kind of remind me that of how much of my life is already what I've been dreaming of. And then today I'm excited about everything. So this was something that I really wanted to remind myself about regularly. So the whole idea of the vision board, and one of the things, if you're new to vision boarding, that I want to really emphasize with you, the key to it isn't the materials you're using. It's not the magazine, it's not the pictures, it's not the material, whether you're doing it in this, whether you're just using a piece of plain paper, none of that matters. What really matters is how it makes you feel. And when you're creating it, the intention that you're setting forth. Because when we create something, we're really focusing and putting a lot of energy into the creation of what we're making. So you want to really think about how you want this board to make you feel. What energy are you trying to infuse into it? Because the truth of the matter is, it's not like say you're trying to manifest a new job. You don't necessarily need to have a picture of somebody in, in a office or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. You don't necessarily need to go for a hunt for that picture. And if you can't find it, think, oh, I can't get it on my vision board. You can really just put things that make you feel the way you want to feel when you have this new job. So it could just be somebody sitting contently, smiling, right? So that's something that you want to feel. It could be somebody who looks really accomplished, and that's a picture you're using. It could be, like I said, for example, here for me, this is a garden that I hope to plant. So maybe this new job is going to give you the opportunity to do some landscaping around your home. Do you understand that the idea is that really you just want to think about how you want to feel, and then put that intention, the feelings, the emotions on the paper. So even if you don't want to use pictures, if you want to use words, like I used this here, if you wanted to paint, you can paint. So don't get caught up so much in the, oh, I need to go get this medium, or I have to go get this item, or I don't have enough, I can't find this picture. Really take the time to just kind of think about what's the energy that I'm trying to invite. For you, your vision board might be a word surrounded by colors that you just really like and that really make you feel happy and grounded and peaceful. So be open-minded with it, and know that the nice thing about working with the energies of the new moon is that it's a cycle. So you can keep using the board. You can, paint over it and start again next month if you want to. You could start this in a journaling book where each month you do a different page for the moon. So be very open-minded with don't be limited when you hear vision board. But just remember that the purpose of a vision board is to provide you with a reminder of what it is you're trying to pull into your life, the energy that you want to bring into your life. And that's the focus of a vision board, is really to keep you focused on what it is that you're trying to obtain and bring into your life. So good luck, and please feel free, if you're sharing your vision board online, please feel free to comment below. I'd love to, with a link, I'd love to check it out. You can also join my Google Plus community that I have, and it's Manifesting Dilettantes, and I'm going to provide the link, so you just request to join. I have kept it closed, and you just have to be approved, mainly because I want people to feel like they can share in there, and to have it just as an open public group, I wanted to keep it limited so people really feel that they can share. But what we do in this group is we share the dreams that we're trying to manifest, the things that we're working on manifesting, so we can hold space for each other and support for each other. So please, that link will also be in the description below, and you can check that out. Be sure to sign up for my email list for the new moon workshops and the full moon workshops that I'm going to be conducting throughout the year. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.